So I wanted to touch on something that I've realized and noticed. There are some weird things going on. We all know that's going on in the world. Some weird fucking things. The Schumann resonance has been spiking off the charts. Our electromagnetic field's been being hit like crazy. I'm making this on TikTok right now, which I might end up uploading also to YouTube. For a long time, I've been able to look up into the blank sky, as well as even see in the dark and whatnot, kind of like a static. I've been able to see a static, especially when it's been dark. It's a frequency, kind of like how you would see on TV, but then again, it's not exactly that. I can feel the static, the energy, and now I have been able to see sparkles, like little sparkling white sparkle energy in the sky when it's light out. If I look up at the sky, it blends in too well with the colors around, unless I'm looking at just the sky in blue or white or whatever color it is. Something that's concerning me, though, is that not only is there this pure static sparkly energy that I can see playing around, but there is this shadow that moves in waves over our earth up in the air. It is hard to see, but not hard to see if you're actually able to see it. And as I look longer up into the sky at the energy around, the sparkly, feel-good energy, I see this wave of the shadow moving. And it's like a gray-black smog that just is there. I don't know how far above us, but it's in the sky. And it's there going over our world. I do not know if this is negative energy, but I don't think this is positive energy. Whatever it is, I think is helping keep people down, and that it helps feed into our fears, our anger, and our negativity. And the more it does this, the more it grows. Whereas the energy that I see and tend to see even in the dark is not necessarily bad. But there is something up there in our sky that I'm starting to see. And if there was other colors mixed in, I wouldn't be able to see it. But it's behind the sparkles that I can see, and it's further distance away, because the sparkles and stuff in the sky, these white little energies, these white little sparkles are gathering around me, and I can feel them and sense them. But when I look further past them, which I can still see the sparkles, but when I look further past them, there is almost like a smog moving in our sky. And it's some sort of energy, like an aura, but it's in a way maybe Earth's aura, or the aura that we are all putting out there. And it's hard to really speak about, because honestly, I don't get the best feeling from it, but I don't get the worst feeling either. It's just something that I don't think should be there. And the energy I feel and see that are the sparkles, yes, they are definitely, most definitely supposed to be there. and they feel so good. But when I look past them and see that, it worries me. This force field or shield or something that I think really is causing distress in our world. And it feeds into us as we feed it. And I've never seen it before till maybe the past couple of weeks, when I've actually looked up there and focused in on things and focused in on the energy. There's nothing wrong with my eyes to see things like this. I am becoming more and more sensitive to energy. I can tend to feel it. And even if I would sit in the dark with barely a little light, I can see my aura or energy surrounding my hands if I move them around. And even if I don't move them around, I can see about an inch out from my hands some sort of energetic field. I mean, I don't know how other people have felt the past 2-3 days, but I have been very moody, very on edge, and I know something's coming, something big. I just don't know what, because I'm not being told exactly what. But I was told something called the big one is on its way. I'm not quite sure when or where. But for me to start seeing that grayish mist, blackish mist, moving up in a white colored sky when it's like white, you know, that dreary white, because our sky is not as blue as it used to be. It's like a milky whitish blue now most of the time. Very rarely do we get the pure blue skies. But if I look at the blue or the white in the sky and I can see the energetic sparkles and stuff that are around that are beautiful, this thing is lurking further in the background. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we need to raise our vibrations as high as we can and try to stay positive and make sure to fight away anything that's trying to fuck with us. Because I know emotionally and energetically and physically lately, something has been pushing its way to try to push my buttons. And it's like day after day, something new is trying to push them. And I fought really hard to keep it at bay. But I felt a shift tonight that hopefully means we're on the right track. But has anyone else been able to see these energies? A lot of times it'll look like little specks, and like if you turn all the lights off, you might see almost like static from like a TV in a way. If you focus on that, you might even be able to feel them, the little pricklies from the energy. It's something you would have to come into alignment with to be able to feel. Not everyone's going to be able to feel it. But the energies are peaking and definitely growing. Just be prepared for anything. Work together when things do happen. Use your intuition, because there will be some that will come and say they are of the light and they mean the best for you. You can be of the light and still not be good. And you can be of the dark and still not be bad. Because light and dark are to work together. It's when people's intentions get out of whack. It's when they start really focusing just on themselves and not on what needs to be done for the greater good. Anyways, Gremlin has the right idea of resting. Right, Grimmy? But the energy has been funky enough for him to be barking and stuff too. So good luck, everyone. And let's get this shit show on the road here soon.